Hi everybody, welcome to my latest experiment. I was going to call it Monday Musings. Obviously not going to work this week because it's Thursday. Anyway, just thought it would be nice to send out a video message and just as a way to connect with you all and just share some thoughts. I mean, nothing deeply profound, but just to say hello and stay connected and hope that you're all doing well. So just covering the basics. Hopefully you're all sheltering in place, that you're washing your hands for 20 seconds, which of course is an Our Father, Hail Mary, and a Glory Be, so you can pray and wash your hands at the same time. Ooh, good Lenten practice. Also, that you're only going out for essentials like food and medical care, otherwise staying 6 feet distant from everybody, though I know from the friar's house that can be difficult with your family, and obviously not desirable with your family either. So just when you're out and about. So first, the reason I came up with this is something that I did a couple of years ago when I was on sabbatical. The first part of my sabbatical, I actually took a freighter trip around the world, from Houston to Houston, going all the way around the globe. And while I was on that trip, which was 77 days long, about once a week I'd record a little journal like this, just to share with people where I've been, what I've been doing, what I was reading, anything that came up in prayer, and just share that as a way for people to kind of share my around the world journey. So I thought I could do that again for Benicia. So that's what this is about. So the first thing, as many of you know, today is former pastor Father Jerome Cudden's 50th birthday. And here is his contact information, jcudden@straymondmp.org, or the parish phone number, 650-323-1755. So hopefully you'll get a chance to wish Father Jerome a happy birthday today. And if you're on Facebook, he is hosting a virtual birthday party at 3:30, so you can go over to Father Jerome's Facebook page and join his party at 3:30 and wish him a happy big 5-0. As I think many of you know, both Father Jerome and I turned 50 this year. Originally, when the plan was that he would come to St. Raymond's as pastor and I would stay there as associate, we had come up with this 50-50 in 2020 idea because we were both turning 50 and it was 2020. And then things changed, and then I got to come here to Benicia. So it was an excuse for two parties. We were supposed to have the first party, this, I think it was originally scheduled for this weekend, down in Menlo Park at St. Raymond's. And then my version is on the calendar for later in May. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be able to have that party. But anyway, if you do get a chance and are so inclined, to wish Father Jerome a happy and blessed birthday. And I know many of you still keep in touch and been following him on Facebook, especially these days where it seems like he's in church all the time. So we all got to do something, right? So church is a good place to be in leading your people in prayer, and his fans from here at St. Dominic's in Benicia. Next thing I just wanted to mention, as you know, 3 weeks ago now, we've been praying a prayer at the end of Mass for the sick and those who are fighting this pandemic and those who are caring for the sick. Just wanted to let you know kind of where that prayer came from. The first paragraph is from 2 prayers for Masses for the sick in the Missal that I kind of cut and pasted and put together. And then the second paragraph is something that I came up with. And then finally there's a little litany at the end for saints. So just wanted to tell you a little bit about that, how I came up with those. The first is Our Lady of Guadalupe. As you know, Our Lady of Guadalupe is of huge importance to the Church in the Western United States because of our closeness with the church in Mexico. And also our Western Dominican province was consecrated to Our Lady of Guadalupe, maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago. So she was the most logical title to invoke her, as was Our Lady of Guadalupe. The next is St. Joseph. St. Joseph is the patron of the Universal Church. So very good patron for us to invoke in our time of need. Next is St. Patrick. St. Patrick is the patron of the Diocese of Sacramento. I did not realize this until I was doing the scheduling of Masses for this month back in February, and I saw that St. Patrick was a feast for us here in the Diocese of Sacramento. So, and we also had actually both Patrick's and St. Joseph's feast day last week, so we got to invoke them on their feast days. And then hopefully, don't really need to say a lot of why I chose St. Dominic as the patron of the order and the patron of our parish. So that's why we pray that prayer, and that text of that prayer is available on the website. And we also do say it at every Mass if you follow our live stream Masses. And then next thing I want to do is say thank you to those of you who have either dropped off or mailed in donations, your usual Sunday donations, because like all of you, the parish does have bills that we need to continue to pay. So for those of you who give by check or by cash, I would be very grateful if you would write us a check and pop that donation in the mail. That would be very helpful to us, and to remember us in your giving in these days when we are in shelter in place and not able to come to Mass. Hopefully, as you know, the live stream is up and running. I mean, we've had a couple of hiccups. We had a couple of hiccups on our end. This morning, apparently YouTube was having some issues, so the stream wasn't as smooth as it can be, but there's nothing on our end, so it's been going well. So we've been live streaming the daily Mass at 8:15 Monday through Saturday, and then also the Sunday Masses at their normal times. So that's 7:30, 9, 10:45, and 12:30 p.m. For those of you who have Mass intentions for either the 6:45 Mass or the Saturday 5 or the Sunday 5, please know that Father Brad and I are offering those Masses on that day that you had scheduled them to be offered. So those Masses are being celebrated just by Father Brad or I, either when we concelebrate the Mass that you see live streamed, or if we do a private Mass over in our house chapel. So the prayers are continuing to come from St. Dominic's. So please do join us for the live stream. You can go to YouTube and search St. Dominic Benicia and find that channel. You can also look on our website, though I did understand from last Sunday that the website wasn't able to handle the traffic, though now with maybe YouTube having a problem, just nice to know that you do have two options to live stream the Mass, either from the website or from YouTube. And if it's not one isn't working, you can try the other, and know that we're doing our best to do it here, and that we're happy to do it here and to virtually connect with you. And so also wanted to mention that the church is open for private prayer from 9:30 to 7:30 Monday to Saturday. And also we are able still to hear confessions, though we have to do it outside. The last directive from the diocese said we could not hear confessions in the confessional or in an enclosed space like our offices. So we're doing that outside, and we're just outside the door by the confessional. So that's where we are. So the confessions are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 10, so right at the beginning of when the church is open for private prayer. And then on Tuesday and Thursday at the end, so 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And then on Saturday at the usual 3:30 time, and no confessions on Sunday. So there's the schedule for if you're out and about, maybe coming home from the grocery store and want to stop in the church and say a quick prayer, you're welcome to do that. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that the church is open from 9:30 to 7:30 Monday to Saturday, and 2 to 5 on Sunday. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I don't have a script in front of me. So that's it for this week's installment. We'll see you next week. Stay well and healthy. Wash your hands and say your prayers. All right, God bless you. Bye-bye.